Hello, welcome to In the Red Corner. Thank you for joining. Just give it a couple of minutes, see if anybody jumps in. While we're waiting as well, another shout out to me sponsors, Barnsley Sport. Thank you for, keep it faith it channel. Thank you to Oakwell Sandwich for sponsoring channel, for feeding us, me and Maddie, every home game. Do appreciate that, and advertising YouTube channel. So thank you to Oakwell Sport, and also Chalky White, who is, well, absolutely amazing, supported channel. Never thought I'd do like shout outs like that on this little channel, but thanks pal, thanks for joining and supporting. So yeah, obviously big news. Neill Collins has been sacked. Before we get into that as well, as you can see, going old school how I first started up channel in car. Thought I'd go live while I've got chance, out and about in well, I'm actually in Doncaster at minute, of all places. Maddie has got a driving theory test, so while I'm waiting for it to finish that, just thought I'd do a live video. But yeah, came out at blue that with Collins. I didn't expect it today. I said to Maddie the other day, if we don't win on Saturday, I would expect him to go. But yeah, I personally think something's gone off behind the scenes that we don't know about. Whether it's like, I don't know, losing faith with players, something's been said, with board, I don't know, but I think something's gone off. I thought after we don't make playoffs, I hope Sean, yeah, I did. I mean, if we don't make playoffs, then it's going to be an absolute failure anyway. And I thought that's when we would have got rid of him. I'll be honest, I'm glad they've done it now, because it shows they actually care, I think. That's how it comes across to me. Other people might have different feelings, but I'm glad they've had a bit of bottle to get rid of him now. They might think it's our best chance to get a result on Saturday and, ever go at playoffs, because, as I've said for a couple of weeks now, I'm not that confident at playoffs anyway, especially where players are performing. It's a big ask for Devaney. Let's hope players start and play now. Yeah, totally agree, Sean. It's down to players now. I do think something's gone off with players and Collins. People said before, for weeks, that is lost dressing room. Yeah, I think some players has get up. If I'm honest, I do think some players are already for break, already looking towards the holidays and the new clubs. But it'll be interesting who we get to replace Collins. I don't think Devaney's going to get it full time. I don't think we need to go down that route, or I don't think we should go down that route as well, should I say. It's down to club now. It's like with this conversation year in, year out, always at this time as well, about who's going to be next manager. It's just like a tradition now when you're a Barnsley supporter. Yeah, no stability at all, is there? But then again, you can't have stability if managers not up for it, if players aren't up for it. So, it's full circle, really. It's it's a strange one where, in what situation we find ourselves as a club at minute. Personally, if I could, I'd have Eckenbottom back. I think he'd get us playing. Eki full time for me. To me, it's a no-brainer. Is hard to work. Whether they would get on with board and our club operates is a different matter. Ideally, though, I'd have Eki back. There is a list we need experienced manager, no more inexperienced one. Yeah, we shouldn't keep taking these gambles. Well, it's not just on on managers, is it? It's on players as well. Again, it goes down to club. They're meant first move now, and club needs to act. I personally think they need to act as quick as possible and get a full-time man in ready for next season. Give him plenty of chance to assess what we need, what players is going to be left there in summer, and see if we can build. So yeah, I just hope they don't leave it till last minute. Like I said, personally, I'd get Eki in. Yeah, I mean, if they approached Warnock and said, "Look, Neill, get us through playoffs," definitely put us in the news again. Devaney has nothing to lose. Need new manager before 1st of June. Hey up, Jed. Totally agree for that. Yeah, absolutely bang on. Sean, Warnock be good for 1 year to rebuild us. Yeah, I'd be happy with that. Again, you'd be looking again for a different manager, but probably just to get club back up right road, really. Connect with fans, get players playing. Because let's be honest, under Collins, I mean, I've stood up for Collins, as long as I possibly could. But I thought that game against Blackpool, especially at first half, it was just, you couldn't defend him. It was terrible. It looked like we were a team near bottom. And now there was no way I could defend him on that performance. And I think it just shows as well that some players, for whatever reason, whatever's gone off, to me, it just didn't look like they want to play for him. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. Get Simon Davey back in for playoffs. Yeah, Simon Davey. Crikey, that's a blast from past, Daniel. Now you're right. We've been there and done it. I heard some fans want Duff, but don't know if I could trust him if he came in again. I'm being on about this with Maddie again with Duff. You'd think if he does come back, you'd think he'd learn his lesson that grass isn't always greener at the other side of the fence. But let's be honest, footballers, managers, they don't look at it like that. They just look for quick money, which in a way I can't really blame them. But if we do get Duff back, I mean, it is a big if, but they need to put something in his contract to stop him from actually doing what he did with us last season. I would be disappointed if Duff does come back. But I'll be honest, I can't really see it. But then again, I didn't really see this happening today, so you never know. Of it too, like I said before, I'd personally go for Eki in an ideal world, but it depends what route club's going to go down. I heard some fan. Oh yeah, I've just read that. Whoever come in need backing. Absolutely, Sean. You can get Pep Guardiola in at Oakwell. He's only got same players to work with. It's down to club to back them properly. And this is what we've been saying for years and years now. It feels like forever, and sometimes you feel like a broken record. We're not asking for club to spend like 2-3 million on a left back, or 2-3 million on a goalkeeper. We're not asking for that. We're asking to get the players in that can do a job to stabilise club and get us back where I personally think we belong, and that's it, Championship. get players in who can compete. Whether it's a mix of experience and youth, then that's fine. I do think, again, it's going back to old ground. This age limit thing when we're signing players, that needs scrapping straight away. Because as a club, if we are ambitious to, go up a level, that needs going, in my opinion. No more penny pinching, buy players with no league, no need for loads of money. I think this season as well, next season, it's summer, I do think we'll see quite a few free agents coming in. I'm hoping we don't try and make do with young'uns, because, again, that don't give the right... I personally don't think it gives the right image to our club wants to progress. There might be some loans in, I don't know. Hopefully, though, they might back new manager, new gaffer. That's what they need to do. End of the day, that's what they need to do. It's, hasn't Neill Collins that the best performances won nearly all away games. Yeah, his home form has cost us big time this season. If we had a decent home form, I think we'd be probably third at least now. All points that we've dropped, stupid points, has been, well, there's no excuses for it apart from shocking. And this is what's frustrated me as well. I think barring 4 or 5 teams, I personally think it's been a poor league. And again, we've made hard work in it. Collins was a crab style of play and he refused to change it. Yeah, it will get on my nerves a bit as well, to be honest. Like I said, I've defended Collins, but last home game, passing it sideways all the time, not getting nowhere, putting Sens under pressure. It's awful. It was terrible. But hopefully that football's gone now. And yeah, like I said, let's hope we get a proper coaching. I don't know if that's a bit, again, I don't want to disrespect Collins. And that I suppose he's tried his best, and he's a professional football manager, and I'm not, so I don't want to disrespect him that way. But it won't ever going to work out with us. But yeah, we need to get back to that pressing style. Again, going back to what Duff played. But have we got players to do that now? Again, if I'm totally honest, I don't think squad's as good as it was last season, because we had a really good squad, didn't we, last season? I did also see Darren Moore being mentioned, but he's took Port Vale down, any, and I think he's got a daft long contract anyway. I don't want Darren Moore. Again, I don't think that's answer. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. That, like I said, ball's in their court now. If they want to push season tickets, I personally think they should act really quick. Possibly after Saturday, regardless of what we do on Saturday, and appoint the new guy straight away after Saturday. Warnock could bring them players in. Yeah. Again, if they're just, like I say, it would be a short contract with Warnock. It'd be more or less like a 0 hours contract with Warnock. But yeah, if we got to playoffs and we did Warnock playoffs, I think that'd lift club. I honestly do. Nearly every team that plays us have put 3 up front since just before Easter, and that's destroyed us. Yeah, it's because, again, I think that's going back to recruitment. When you're trying to play your club captain who's a win back at centre defence because there's nobody else there who's good enough to play. I think that says a lot. Bring Duff back, Neill Collins. Yeah, like I said, I don't think it'll happen, but if he did come back, I would be too disappointed with it. Like I said before, Alan, I can't see it, but you never know. Who expected this today? Dave Jones, no idea what has happened. Players down tool, season ticket sales. Colin lost it, no idea. What a time to go through. Terrible day at Oakwell. Was it a terrible day though? I think it's probably made the game on Saturday a little bit more interesting. Is players going to react? Are they going to play better now? Collins has gone, because like I said, I don't think some players wanted to play for him, and that's probably why they've down tools and just mugging through motions. 20 people in, that's amazing. Thanks, guys. If you've not already done so, please subscribe to the channel, like it, hit that, is it a bell notification? God knows what it is, but hit subscribe button if you can, guys. Thank you, and thanks for joining. I do appreciate everyone on you. Thank you. Best for the club in the long run. He lost the dressing room. Yeah, Maddie said exactly the same thing. He's definitely, he did definitely lose dressing room. I think anybody could see that a mile off. And that's not a good sign. Obviously, when that happens, they very rarely get it back. Overall, I think it was the right call, if I'm honest. Like I say, I'm glad clubs has actually had the guts to do it now. Sometimes I think could have done it a bit earlier and gave us a little bit more of a chance to even secure a playoff spot, because playoffs are not guaranteed yet. We've put ourselves under pressure for Saturday. So, yeah, at least they've done it. And I think they've probably done it at the right time, and it gives us a chance to, well, if we do get playoffs, to probably see how far we can get. Again, if I'm honest, I'm not expecting us to win playoffs, and it so hurts me to say that, but I just don't think squad's strong enough. Cole and Kane in particular aren't turning up. Players squabbling on pitch says it all. Yeah, again, absolutely spot on, Jed. We have a good chance on Saturday, Alan. Well, let's hope so. I mean, Northampton's not just going to turn up just for sake of it. You know, they'll be wanting to put a performance in. I don't think they've got no to play for, have they, Northampton? And those are always a tricky, dangerous side to play against. It's all down to us, end of the day. It's down to players now. And we just need a reaction. It's as simple as that. Be interesting what, I mean, you never want to hear what Collins thinks of it, I would think, but that would be interesting. Open there on beach on Saturday. Yeah, I think most players will be, if I'm honest, mate. I think some of ours are already. I honestly do. Like I say, it's a big ask for Devaney. I wish him well, but it's I think it's a lot to put on him at minute, I must admit. Let's have a look. Understand best in long term, but 90 minutes left off season, getting playoffs Saturday will tell. Maybe atmosphere will be a bit better. Cole hopefully will put a few away Saturday. It's in our hands. Yeah, can't argue against that. 10 managers in 6 years. How do we get a bit of managerial continuity? Andrew Buckley. Good question. again, I think that just goes down to owners, mate. As soon as, we do get a manager that's showing a bit of promise, example Duff last season, as soon as a club comes in for them, they're more than happy for manager to talk to them. They need to start being a little bit more ruthless on that and start. It's a fine line, I know it is, between like a business and ambition, but we need to start showing ambition now. And if we don't get a decent manager in this time, and like I say, we have a good season, and somebody else comes in for him, why can't we just show a little bit of grit and determination and say, no, bog off, have a look somewhere else? What happened to Connell? This is another thing, mate. I personally think something's gone off with Connell and Collins more than the lane on. I bet he just magically appears again on Saturday. I bet he's in the squad on Saturday now. Collins isn't there. Something's gone off. I personally think something's gone off. This timing of the sacking is off. But it's surprising, but well, it isn't a hint. But yeah, just one game to go. But then again, like I said before, I think you've got to give credit to club for doing it now, showing a bit of what's what I'm looking for. I can't think of the word I'm looking for. Showing a little bit of, I don't know, a little bit of gumption, shall we say? With one, hopefully Devaney does okay. Yeah, let's hope so. Josh, what? Victoria P. Josh, is that supposed to say Josh Windass? Victoria. Yeah, I mean, if you're from Sheffield, yeah, it's probably 8 fingers on each hand's what's catching up to you there. I think you spelt it wrong, Neill Cocker. He gave too many excuses. Yeah, he did. His tactics were, shall we say, strange, to say the least. His substitutes, sometimes it just didn't make sense. I don't know what was happening there. But yeah, let me know what you think, guys. Like I said, thank you for everybody that's joined. I do appreciate it. Let's hope this gets the crowd behind the team on Saturday. That's what we need. Jed, style and play was pretty dog shit at times, to be fair. It was. There's no getting away from facts, mate. We were playing like a team near bottom, especially at home. Well, like I say, Blackpool Saturday for staff, that were absolutely dire. There were just no fight, no passion. When they're wearing that Barnsley shirt, they should be putting the bodies hotline. And I just didn't see that. In fact, I ain't seen it for quite a few weeks now. And that is concerning. And it's frustrating for me as well. Because, it's they're playing for my club. It's they should be going out and leaving everything upfield. It's as simple as that. And I just haven't been seeing it for I'll be honest, for last few months, if I'm honest. Do we think we will win on Saturday? That is TTV Future Europe. Cheers for joining anyway, pal. Do you think we'll win on Saturday? I've been saying before news were released about Collins sacking, I'm not expecting us winning on Saturday. Nah, he's gone. I'm a little bit 50-50 now, which is a good thing. It's all down to players. It's what our players' mindset is. You would hope that we can win, but I think there's going to be a lot of pressure on us. I honestly do. Warnock might be tempted, but we'll have to beat Northampton first, I think. Andrew Buckley. Yeah, totally agree. Even Roberts has been bad. I think Roberts has been awful, mate, since he came back from his last injury. And I think we will need at least, well, I think we need 2 new keepers because I don't rate Killip. You'll go to Wembley. All right, I'll go to Wembley then, thanks. Cheers. The board needs to look at themselves. Richard Slater, thanks for joining, pal. Please subscribe if you can. And I totally agree, Richard. It's down to Boone now. I think they've done right move by getting rid of him. Honestly do. They need to go on to the next level now and appoint the right man. For me, like I said, Eckenbottom or even Warnock, just to steady ship, whether it's just for playoffs or just, I don't know, for a year or something. Did he lose the dressing room, do you reckon? Simply goes, hey up, Steele. Yeah, he definitely did. Something's gone off with players, mate. I think something went off today behind the scenes as well. That's why they've got rid of him. Yeah, so something's definitely blown up at club. But I think overall, I think it's probably for best that he has gone. Because, like I said to you before, Stuart, although we're still at playoffs, we've been playing garbage, pal. We honestly have. Warnock, yeah, why not? Why not? Even if it's, I don't know, just for half an next season, just to get players in and get them up and running. Why not? Other clubs has done it. Just to put a bit of stability in. Spend some money and go for broke. I want him to see him, Board put more emphasis on recruitment, not necessarily go for broke. Like I said before, I don't expect him to sign a full-back for 3 or 4 million quid. I don't think anybody expects him to do that. But just get players to compete. It can be done. I mean, yeah, I know they're a bigger club. But look at Derby, free agents that they're getting. And they know they can still do it in League One. We won't get them type of players, though, just because we can't sell them on. We need to start getting a bit more ambitious as a club. And it's as simple as that. But yeah, going back to Warnock, personally, I don't think we'll get him. But why not? Why not? Like I said, other clubs has done it. Even if, like I said, you just said to Warnock, just take over for playoffs, mate, and see how it goes. If he gets us up, then that's fine. If he don't, give him through summer to, start rebuilding process and give him, I don't know, a season, half a season, and fetch a new bloke in. Why can't we do that as a club? This is where we are. When we mention good managers like that at Barnsley, it's like, no, but other clubs can. I don't get it. I just don't get it at all. It winds me up. But that's state at club at minute because we're trying to do things hot cheap, and a lot of supporters has come to terms with that now. We need to show a bit more ambition. It frustrates me. It really does. And I think that's what's caught up with us this season. We're just trying to get out of a league hot cheap, hoping it sticks, and you just can't do that. But yeah, like I said before I go, thanks everybody for joining. I really do appreciate it. Like I say, it's alive. I didn't expect to win, but while I'm out and about, parked in the middle of Doncaster, making sure I don't get stabbed or whatever. I just thought I'd do a live. John Dennis knew how to do it. Yeah, exactly. I know different times, football's changed. I do get that. But he didn't know how to do it. Alan. Still got a chance, which is the main thing. Yeah, we have Stewart, but there's a lot of pressure on us now for Saturday. We've got to win. And Northampton's not just going to turn up with the under-23 squad. Some of their players will be playing probably for their careers. I don't know. It might be some of their players last season. They might be fighting to get a new contract or looking to impress somewhere else. So, in a way, they have got something to play for personally and individually. So it's not going to be easy. But we always do it hardest way. Barnsley Football Club. It's a given. Like I say, I'm 50-50 now whether we'll win or not. But like I say, it's all down to players' mindset for me on Saturday. Like I say, in a way, I do feel a little bit sorry for Martin Devaney because I think it's a big ask on him on Saturday. And I'm hoping players do it for him. Because let's be honest, Devaney is a club legend, and I don't like club legends like being thrown under the bus. That's why I really don't want him to get job full time. They will be happy on Saturday. Well, let's hope so, mate. Let's hope so. John Stead still here. You know what, Jed? I'm not heard a note about John Stead because usually when coach goes, the assistants go. Now I'm not heard a note about that. Whether they might announce it sometime tomorrow, I don't know. Yeah, it'd be interesting because is he going to keep loyal with Collins? Is he going to either resign or get sacked? Or are they just waiting for Neill Collins to come in so that Neill Collins can fetch his own staffing? We don't know. But note's been said. I don't know. It's a strange one, isn't it, with Stead? We'll just have to see on Saturday if he's at dugout or not. But yeah, like I said, thank you everybody for joining. 19 people in. Absolutely amazing for my channel. Like I said before, if you've not already done so, please subscribe, support channel, help me grow it. Like I said before, I'm not the best out there, but you know, every channel about Vince is a good one. 19 viewers in here, nice one, Andy. Yeah, cheers, mate. It's all down to people that joins. I can only thank you, and I really do appreciate it. It means a lot. Shows that I'm doing something, mate, shall we say. You know, I do waffle on, I know, but it's something that I'm passionate about, Barnsley Football Club. And I just like to, it's good just to vent, and that's what this channel's about, just venting in the right way, in honest way. You know, I won't sugarcoat now. I'll just say it as it is and what I feel. Might be right, might be wrong, opinions, but it's just what I do. It's, like I say, it's just what I do. It's, you know, it's, that's what channel's all about. But yeah, I think I'll leave it at that. Like I say, thank you for joining, people. Thanks to my sponsors, Barnsley Sport, Oakwell Sandwich, and again, Chalky White, who's, I'm not going to say he's a supporter at channel, and like I say, I can only thank him enough. He does absolutely everything, and if you know, he shares channel, donates to channel, which I never ever expect him to do, or anybody else, because we've got a Ko-Fi thing on channel, and Chalky, you know, donates, which, like I said, I don't expect anybody to do that, but I can only thank him enough. Only thing that I can ask is, like I said, just subscribe, share channel art, and if you can do that, that'll be absolutely amazing. But yeah, I'll leave it at that. I'm rambling on like a good one. So till next time, take care. Bye bye. Hope I can get out of Donny now alive. I think I've still got 4 tyres as well, so That's a bonus. How the hell do you stop this? There we go. See you later.